Hajime no Ippo has always been one of, if not my favorite piece of media, let alone manga. The characters, the fights, the community itself have always been ideal in what I search for when enjoying a piece of media. But the main reason why Hajime no Ippo has always been one of my favorites was the stakes. Watching characters fight in Hajime no Ippo always felt so intriguing, whether they were title fights, placement fights, or even spars. No matter what or who the fight was about, it was always an intriguing experience and something that always gave me a large amount of satisfaction when completed. But with the most recent fight in Hajime no Ippo concluded, it has raised a fear in me that I have been having for a little bit of time now. And if this trend does continue, there is a major chance that this may not only hinder the future arcs of Hajime no Ippo, but possibly ruin the ending of the series. Before I give my own opinion, I just want to say that this commentary will be covering chapters 114 of the Hajime no Ippo manga and onwards. So if you aren't caught up, I truly do advise you to check out this arc for yourself and form your own opinion before listening to mine, because we all enjoy media in our own different ways. By now, if you have been catching up with the Hajime no Ippo manga, I believe we are all aware of Mashiba's loss to Rosario in the latest issue. And honestly, I'm very against this outcome. You can call me biased, especially because I am a very big Mashiba fan. But him losing doesn't really make any sense story-wise or manga-wise, from my perspective at least. My main problem with this outcome is that it is a pseudo-confirmation of Mashiba's level for the rest of the series. This fight realistically would have been the last major focus of his character, and with how long the manga has been going, Morikawa's health concerns, and other characters' story arcs needing to be concluded, I'm not very sure of how Mashiba's whole character will be wrapped up. So as a result, it basically feels like Morikawa has halted the momentum of Mashiba's character and essentially keeps him in a state of limbo, where him winning any future titles or fights won't feel as natural as him winning the Rosario fight. Mashiba's loss also sets a very concerning precedent for other key characters like Sendo, Miyata, Kimura, and even Ippo, should he ever return. If someone as skilled and battle-hardened as Mashiba couldn't break through the world stage, it makes it painfully obvious that fighters like Sendo and Miyata, who are on similar paths, are honestly doomed to similar fates. This removes much of the excitement factor from their upcoming fights for me, since the story has already established that only a select few, like Takamura, are truly bound to succeed from their hard work. The sense of unpredictability, a core aspect of not only manga but sports manga specifically, has been lost. And when fans can already see the writing on the wall for these characters, especially characters who aren't the main character like Ippo, it kind of kills any future excitement for these individuals. This is not to say that I want to see characters win every match, but in scenarios like these, where there is a major fight that may not have any second chances, there's no reason for these characters that we have been focused on to lose, unless that's specifically needed for the plot, which honestly in this situation was not needed. And lastly, the loss kind of undermines Mashiba's entire character arc throughout the series. From the start, Mashiba has always been a fighter that has been defined by his struggle. He fights not just for anything, but he fights specifically for his sister, Kumi, who has always been supporting since their parents' passing. Every fight he won felt like a step towards securing a better future for not only him, but both of them. Losing to Rosario doesn't just deny him a belt, it strips him of his core motivation. It makes his sacrifices feel less meaningful and paints him in some sort of doomed to fail scenario for the rest of his possible boxing career. I know some people may think Mashiba's loss was an integral part to future arcs, and in a way, I do believe that they are kind of right. But I do think there were many ways to connect possible outcomes to Mashiba winning the Rosario fight. But as a result of how the fight went down, it kind of kills any type of hype I did have for Mashiba's career specifically. Though it feels like I am tearing up this arc, I do want to say that I did thoroughly enjoy it. From the beginnings of the arc, watching Ippo get back into his groove and learning the southpaw style, to Mashiba overcoming his primal instincts, to the absolutely stellar art, and I do mean stellar art. It honestly makes me happy that we still get to see characters reach an ending at all, even if it's not the ending that we as fans were expecting. But hey, even with my own interpretation of this arc, I still absolutely love Hajime no Ippo, and I know a lot of you guys have your own opinions on the arc, so feel free to tell me in the comments below. But until then,
now listen to me, boys! Always remember these words. Work hard, study well, and eat and sleep plenty. That is the Turtle Hermit way. We must master the art of peace in addition to the art of war.